Imagine a world where the concept of belonging is not a choice, but a biological imperative written into the very DNA of an alien species. You are a human woman transported to a distant planet where the males are large, possessive, and driven by an instinct to claim their mates with unwavering devotion. But when you find yourself in the orbit of a Risdan warrior who views your independence not as a challenge, but as a puzzle to be solved with patience and overwhelming affection, you realize that surrender might be the most liberating act of all. Welcome to When She Belongs, the latest spicy, heartwarming, and adventurous installment in Ruby Dixon's Risdaverse. If you love alien romance tropes, protective hero dynamics, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated joy of watching two opposites find harmony through mutual respect and intense passion, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in sci-fi romance, blending the visceral thrill of being claimed with the profound warmth of finding a home in another's arms. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist navigating the cultural nuances of the Risdan people, only to find herself drawn into a relationship that defies her expectations of freedom and autonomy. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of exotic flora, the hum of advanced technology, and the creeping dread and anticipation of knowing that every shared glance could lead to a bond that defies species barriers. Dixon excels at capturing the psychological pull of the mate bond, making every moment of resistance feel like a futile struggle against an inevitable magnetic force. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular fated mates trope and the brilliant culture clash dynamic. This isn't just about finding love. It's about navigating a relationship built on different biological needs, ancient instincts, and an undeniable soul-deep connection. Watching the protagonist challenge the Risdan's traditional views, forge a tentative trust amidst the chaos, and completely shock arrogant rivals with their stubborn refusal to be broken is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the romance to life, perfectly capturing the deep, rumbling voices of the alien hero and the breathless tension of the human heroine, making every intimate moment feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular suspense and the romantic tension, the soul of the Risdaverse lies in its characters and the heavy burden of truth. The protagonist isn't just a survivor. She is a deeply human individual, struggling with the moral weight of accepting a love that demands everything. The emotional anchor of the story is the fierce, complicated bond between the leads, a relationship built on shared trauma and a mutual desire to build a future together. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet conversations in the starship feel just as impactful as the explosive, heart-pounding confrontations with the wild. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major threat reveals itself, targeting both the Risdan and his mate, forcing them into a desperate, high-stakes confrontation. The finale is a breathtaking display of emotional courage, strategic brilliance, and raw, unbridled passion. They don't just survive the assault, they embrace their destiny, delivering a deeply satisfying, emotionally resonant, and incredibly steamy payoff that cements their bond forever. When She Belongs is a triumph of the alien romance genre. It is smart, spicy, and unapologetically intense. Ruby Dixon has crafted a novel that perfectly captures the thrill of being claimed by an alien, or rather, loving the man who helps you survive the stars. Plug in your headphones, lock your doors, and join the journey. The rules are unnatural, but their love is real.